What's up, everybody? We're back on Missouri River Bottoms. We're about to set up our farm and probably get some equipment. We are going to keep this thing over here. This is a Rostel Mash. I probably butchered that name. This is like European equipment, so not familiar with it. Gonna keep this thing because why not? We'll probably put it to some use. We're gonna keep, I believe, this seed building. This is a part of it. So these tanks we're gonna have to, I believe, keep. Or they're gonna have to go. Feed, seed, fertilizer. Alright. So let's open up our see, the tanks come with the building. So we're gonna sell this because I just probably not gonna use this. I think you can produce your own seed with this. I'd rather just buy seed versus produce it. So same with the fertilizer. I think you can make your own fertilizer too, but we're just gonna buy our own from the co-op. So we're gonna sell that. So that's gone. I don't know what we're gonna put here yet. We'll figure it out. This auger can go too because we don't need that now. Don't need that. Okay, so that's gone. Farmhouse and garage and fence, we're gonna leave all that over there because I like that. That's the first time I've ever said that about any pre-built farm. Usually I don't like how really any of it's set up, but this one's okay. Believe it or not, I actually like this one. This is gonna stay. We're gonna keep this building. We can put like our rippers or possibly field cultivators if they'll fit. I think they'll fit. Yeah, I think they'll fit. Rippers and maybe the grain cart, stuff like that. We'll put that right there. Fuel tanks, we're gonna keep those. Definitely need those. These bins. Should we keep these bins or should we get something different? Because what we could do is silos. Yeah. So what we could do is we could sell that. Then we could put this down. However, we'd have to probably do it like this maybe. Because the trucks have got to be able to turn around back here. Well, that's perfect. We could do that. Now I know what some people are going to be wondering is how can I put this over that and it not give me an error saying too close to, what does it say? It says like cannot place, interferes with another object or something like that. Something about too close to another object. Well, I actually have a mod that lets you place stuff like really, really close right on top of other stuff. It actually just disables it, I believe. Because the problem with how the game works is if you buy one of these, if you buy, right here, if you buy just a normal bin that doesn't have like a drag, it doesn't have, you know, this the grain leg and none of that, it's just a bin and you need a auger for it. Well, the problem is when you'd place these, you couldn't get them close enough to each other because you'd place it and then you'd have to put the next one like way out here. There was so much gap in between them. It was just driving me crazy. So I started looking and I found there is a mod because in real life you don't place these things like here and then another like 20, 50 feet to the next one. There was just so much of a gap and I was like, that's not realistic. These things are placed like right on top of each other as close as you can get them in real life, and it was just driving me crazy. You couldn't do that in the game. So I found a mod that lets you basically place stuff right on top of something else without it giving you an error or a warning. If you've been watching, this is the little bin setup I have on my Ohio map. This is too small, we're not going to use that one. What else do we have in here? Could use this. However, I don't like when you get really far away from these. It looks like the textures look all weird when you get super far away from these ones. So probably not going to use those ones. Could use this setup. This is also the other bin setup I have on my Ohio map. What's in here? Anything? Nope, this is just like fuel tanks and seed storage. What about tools? I believe you can get, there's other bins in production as well. Yeah, like this. That's actually what's there right now. This is that other, this is like that elevator setup I showed you in the previous video. We got this one. I actually do like this one, believe it or not. So we'd have to place, the only problem with this one is it's going to stick out into that field. It's not a bad setup, possibly. What about this one? This looks very similar to the one that's already there. This one's a lot different because you have two places you can dump. So that one's probably not going to work. We don't want selling points. Alright, so let's go back to silos. Alright, we're going to sell this. That's gone. Now, I guess we're going to pick this one. And we want it going like this. So we'll have enough room over here between the field and the grass so the bins won't be out in the field over here. And we'll have enough room to where the trucks can come and turn around right here. So that's going to work perfect. Now we just need to painting grass. We need to change this right here because that's going to drive me crazy if we don't. Knowing that that's there for some unknown reason, so paint this. We probably should change out the dirt as well. Alright, so paint this. Gravel. Do we think this is concrete or gravel? No, that's gravel. However, is it going to match up? Did he use the same gravel? I believe he did. Because that matches. Sometimes they don't match. Because when you use GE, there's a lot more options to choose from as far as like how the gravel looks. Because you know some gravel is bigger than other. You have like pea gravel. You have oh, I'm not a gravel expert, but you have a lot. You have like smaller gravel. You have bigger, smaller, medium, different colors. So, but he did use the same one, so that's good. Because sometimes in the game, you'll have this one, but the one they used in the editor is different. So then it looks kind of goofy because it's not the same. All right, excellent. All right, now let's place the silo. I like how this is gonna like take all of our money almost. Do we want it this way? Do we want it more this way? Let's put it like right here. That's way we can edit back here if we need to make a little bit more gravel for the trucks. Right there. Well, I guess we didn't have to worry about the grass because I forgot that some of these placeables, they do this. They make their own pad. Now, did this dig into the ground like crazy? In the bin. I'm stuck in the bin. Oh, this ain't good. Nice! I'm stuck in it. Oh, I have an easy way out of this. Gonna have to buy a vehicle to get ourselves out of here. Do black. Black wheels. Looks like my truck. Only mine's a 2017. This is a 2020. But other than that, it's basically how I got mine set up, or how mine's built, set up. Black on black. Oh, we could have just tabbed into one of the. I forgot about it. It has irrigation. That's another cool thing about this map that I didn't bring up in the other video, because I forgot all about it. It has these irrigation pivots. So that's awesome. There's one closer to the farm, so then we don't have to drive over there. Where are we on the map? Oh, there we are. Alright, so we were just booking across the fields here. Back to the farm. Alright. Get that out of the way. Alright. It doesn't look like it dug into the ground any. Because sometimes it'll like make a square and it'll indent the ground. And then you have a giant like... you just fall off of the ground because this is up higher than this right here. And it's kind of annoying when it happens because you can't go in GE and fix it. And you can't really get the ground set up perfect in GE either, because when you place this, it's still going to do it. So that's like probably my only complaint about using Placeable, is it does that. Whereas GE, if you place this in GE, it doesn't do that. But you don't have the functions if you place it in GE if it's not set up right. So and it's kind of a whole ordeal to place this in GE and make all these triggers right here work. Alright, so that's placed. Originally they had a building right here. He had a shop right here that I have already sold. Alright, sheds. Definitely not using that one. Okay, so what should we put here? Definitely have quite a bit of variety of like older sheds for sure. A lot of these look old and run down. Which would be nice if you were doing like placing them as like decoration and stuff. That would be awesome. So we have our kind of implement shed over here. We might put another one over here. Or we might put our fertilizer tanks over here. Up for debate. So we need a shop. We need to put a shop right here. I believe the one he had was very similar to this one. I believe it was this one. However, I couldn't get the doors to work for some reason. I don't know why. I even have the auto thing on where you drive up and the doors open. Couldn't get it to work, so I had to take the buildings out. I'm like, nope. Let's see here. Oh, this is really cool right here. I like this. Whoever came up with this idea. It's basically the skeleton. Just the all the framing and stuff for a building without the sides and the roof. I really like this idea right here. That somebody come up with this idea. That's pretty cool. Especially for like decoration, that would be pretty cool. I had a building in mind, but I forgot which one it was. Could do this one. The only problem is we can't select colors on this one. That's the only downfall. Can't select colors. And it's only got... Does it have another door? Yeah, it has another door. So if we did that, we'd have to put it more this way so we don't drive into the bins. There was another building I had in mind. Was it... this one's not gonna work. No, that one's not gonna work. That is awful big. That's way too big. Not gonna work. I don't want to use these for sure. I don't like those ones. We have this, but that's just too small in my opinion. These, now we're getting back into small, so we kind of really only have one option. That's tiny. Yeah, we only kind of only have one option here for the space we have. All right. Where did it go? Right here. Could put that. That's more of a hobby barn. For like hobbyists, that's not gonna work for what we're trying to do here. All right, I guess we're going with this one. The only downfall is, yep, you can't change the colors on it. Some of these you can change the roof colors, the trim colors, all that, and you can't do it with this one. So now the question is, do we place it right here, right on top of the bins? I don't think we do that. We should place it like right here, so then we have room to get out on the one door, and we also can park stuff beside it. All right, let's paint the ground first, because if you don't paint the ground first, you can't really go back and do it. It doesn't let you. It says it like it won't do it for some reason, like interferes with the building or something. So we're gonna have to paint our ground first, just because I don't want to see no grass in the building. Because sometimes if you place placeables and you don't take away the grass will actually be through the concrete floor and you can't get rid of it. You basically have to sell the building, fix it, and then buy it again, so now you're double the cost. Which, I mean, some people, it doesn't matter because they're going to cheat the money anyway, so. Alright, here we go. And I don't like how you can't, if you're looking this way and then you go like that, you try to turn, it moves the building. Like, I wish it wouldn't do that. Still moves it. I wish it wouldn't do that. So then you could look, you could set it right here, and then turn to the side and then see how straight you are. Because right here you can't tell how straight you are. I think that's because now I can't tell how much room I have between this and the other end. Alright, we're going right there, I guess. Now, how bad did this... Well, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Didn't put no giant indent into the ground, so that's... I can rock with that. Is there a... Yeah, there's a door on this end. I was about to be like, is there even a door on this end? But yeah, you can tell right here. It's one of those bifold ones. I don't really care for those bifold ones. I mean, they're alright, but it's just not my... Definitely not my first choice. I prefer the roll-up garage door style. Alright. Back to landscaping, painting. We are going to take out this dirt because it just looks goofy. It's actually working pretty nice right here. So there's a lot of times you can't get this close to the building because it won't paint the ground for some reason. I think it depends on the placeables, to be honest. Because I didn't seem to have that much issue with this one. No. Because sometimes you have to make it so big that it just automatically works. Alright, excellent. So we have our shop. Probably going to have to put up another building at some point because I don't think we're going to have enough room to house all our equipment. Or we're going to have stuff, you know, like this just sitting outside, which is pretty common. Alright, now over here, we are also broke. So, remember how we will just... Small loan of $1 million. That's not a loan, that's just added money. Alright, now we got another $1 million to work with here. The only time I usually cheat and add money like that is when I'm setting up my map. Okay, so what should we put down here? Put another building, which I don't think we need, because I don't really know how much equipment we're going to try to run on this map. Or should we put some chemical tanks? I think we should do that. So we have fuel. We don't need no fuel. We could put this guy. We have to spin it around though, because the trigger point's on this side. Put this guy, but it just kind of looks odd out there by itself. Tools. What do we got in tools? Nothing of interest, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Production. Yeah, still not seeing anything. Yeah, probably not gonna put no greenhouses. We actually might play with that. I've actually never played with the greenhouses, and I'm kind of curious about that. We might do that one day when it's summertime and we really have nothing to do other than like mow and just do random stuff. We might look into that greenhouse stuff. I'm kind of curious about that. We could put another bin. I don't know why we do that, but we could. We don't need no commodity barn because we're not doing animals. Not raising animals. Alright, so I guess we will put let's put the okay, so let's do this. Paint the ground a little bit here. Set this up. Container. So we'll put one of these. Actually, no, we're going to do two of these. Let's do that, and then let's do a blue one. We'll put them on opposite sides of each other so then we can't get the trigger point messed up. Sometimes if you do it like this and do it like that, then you're screwing a lot of stuff up. It doesn't like that because it gets confused. Now I know what some people are going to be like, why did you just do two different colors? Very simple explanation. We're going to do herbicide in one and liquid fertilizer in the other. So then we can't, so basically you don't have to take a guessing game of which one's which. You can just always remember this color is this color is that. So that was why I just did that. That's my reasoning. Alright, so do we want to make the road come out here any, or do we just want to accept it like that? I think we should just accept it like that. Back to painting. We're going to paint some grass in here. Get rid of this dirt patch. Alright, excellent. Now plants. Let's do meadow. There we go. Like nothing ever happened. Over here, let's plant this up a little bit. We might have to come back and edit this if we use like a semi with a tanker. We might have to edit this just to make sure it's got enough room to turn around and come through here and not, you know, cut it too short and get into the tanks or anything. Because the sprayer, yeah, the sprayer will have enough room. It's not as long as the tanker though, so. Alright, this is coming along pretty nicely. Got a bin set up. Everything looks good. The bins aren't floating or none of that. Now, will it let me add more trees? Because sometimes it tells you too many trees. You can't buy any more. Too many trees, yep. I don't get this. I've seen this on basically every map I've tried. Every map I've played. And I've tried to add trees, it goes too many trees. So obviously there's a tree counter or something that won't let you place any more trees, which really kind of sucks. Because I mean, you can go in GE and move trees around, delete trees pretty easily. So we could do that if we really wanted to. But I was just curious to see if it was gonna let us do any more. I wonder what this is about over here. Because when you start the map, they had a truck parked over here with a trailer with a hopper bottom. That was the only thing over here. No, what we could do with this little patch of land over here is we could either dig this up, bring the field around, dig this up, and expand the field just a tad bit, or we could use it for our truck parking. Because I didn't think about that. You gotta have somewhere to put the semis. And I don't really want to unhook the trailers from them, except for like maybe one truck that's going to be on tanker duty and pull the tanker and then also pull a hopper bottom when we need it to. And I don't really want to unhook them from each other, so they're not going to fit in nothing over here. Leaving them outside is not really exactly an option, so let's put a building over here for the trucks. Now we just got to find a building that makes sense. That's not going to work. We need one that's going to be able to be like drive-through. Just pull right through. I mean, I've seen plenty of farmers have something like this. They just pull the trucks in, straighten them, back them out, but I don't know if they would fit in that one though. It's awfully long. Or the trucks are awfully long compared to those. Could do this. But it's only going to hold a couple trucks, so it's not going to hold very many. Got a hoop barn. I don't know how much I like that though. I know this is a hay shed, but I think that wouldn't be too bad to use. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look around. I'm gonna look on some mod sites, look on some of the modding groups, and just see what everybody else has got for their setups. Maybe I'll find a building I like or something that makes sense. Because I don't really have anything that I really am too. I mean, could do that. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look around and see what other buildings are out there for as far as like semis and stuff, because I'm not really too much of a fan of everything I have. Because I want something you can kind of just drive through that has doors on both ends, both sides. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look around, and then we will probably resume this series in the next video, which will be whatever I decide to do with this area over here. Probably gonna be a truck shed. If I can't find anything, then we'll either have to choose from like maybe this, or we'll expand the field. We'll see. And bringing in equipment and actually getting this all started. That'll be in the next video.